Welcome to Bronze Medal Moms, the podcast where we aren't going for gold, we're going for bronze on the daily. I'm Amy.
And I'm Amanda, and we are here to remind you that you don't have to be perfect to show up, survive, and even thrive in motherhood.
Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amy. How are you? It's that time again.
It is that time. It's my favorite recording day when we do coffee talks.
Yay! It's the best one. I'm drinking my water for my coffee.
Me too. I'm drinking water. Look at here.
Look at us listening to our health stuff earlier this month. And if you'll notice, I am rocking my son's headphones because my husband is very lovingly doing the dishes right now. And so I couldn't hear very well because like the kitchen and office is like right next to each other. And we don't have doors. We don't shut doors. It's just like open. And so I was like, I gotta put on headphones, but I don't own like nice, cool headphones. I have earbuds, but I never use them. I don't know where they are. Do you use earbuds?
No, like AirPods? No.
Yeah.
No, I hate them.
No. Chris, I guarantee Chris has his in right now.
Oh yeah, people wear them 24/7, but I can't. They hurt my ears, and I know they have like the newer upgraded ones, but still, I don't like them. But our listeners can't see you, so I'm going to encourage them to go to Instagram. We have to put this on our Instagram because you do. She is wearing they're like red and blue kids headphones. Are they just red and blue?
Yeah, I look like I'm going to state.
Well, they look like they should have Paw Patrol on them, actually.
No, they don't have Paw Patrol. They're just red and blue. But yeah, they look like they should have Paw Patrol on them.
See, hey, it's a total bronze medal mom moment.
It will work.
Because like we say all the time, if we can podcast, anyone can podcast.
Exactly. If you're enjoying this, you can podcast too.
That's right. That's right. So it is the end of March already. Holy moly.
God. Oh
like,
my God.
What is happening?
Okay.
So,
did you, I did see you posted about this. Did you wear green for St. Patty's Day?
I did wear green. Did you?
I wore like I will say I unintentionally wore green. I realized it and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to wear green. And then I happened to have camo like workout leggings on and my daughter was like, no, you're wearing green, it's fine. And I was like, oh phew. But don't you remember when it was like a huge thing?
I think I have trauma from it, which is why I still wear green because I don't want to get pinched.
I feel like it just used to be even as, and I'm not like thinking, oh, as a kid, you know, like you got really at Easter and you're the tooth fairy, all the things. Like I remember as an adult, like even just a couple years ago, being like, oh my gosh, gotta put green on, gotta put green on, gotta put green on, and like. I didn't see anybody in green.
I didn't either. And that's why I made that post because on St. Patrick's Day, I happened to be running several errands that day and I saw nobody in green. And I was
I know that I know my kids go to a religious school, but it's St. Patty's. We were Lutheran. We're not Catholic. But like there was no celebration of it at school or no talk of St. Patty's Day coming up.
When Adelaide was a baby, we used to take her to a St. Patrick's Day parade that they had. We'd all wear green, went to like it was a whole. And I am in my lineage. I am Irish. There is Irish in there.
Oh, see.
So I actually have a reason, I guess, to do it. But yeah,
reason to go.
I don't know. I did get a lot of people commenting on my post because I asked. I was like, "Is it not a thing anymore?" And what I noticed is almost all of the people who did wear green, they're either teachers. Or they all work in a very like cohesive office environment where all their coworkers do themes for everything anyway.
They also might just have like a Hawaiian shirt Friday.
Right, exactly. So
I think it's so interesting that, you know, they always talk about things that went away or things that got added in 2020. Like I love my favorite 2020 ad is the trick-or-treating at Halloween that people just put out tables now. Like you don't have to go to the different doors. I'm like, yeah, just keep that going. maybe St. Patty's Day went away with 2020.
Maybe it did. Maybe it jumped the shark. But wait, how could your favorite thing from 2020 not be to-go margaritas?
Ooh, that is to go.
Wasn't that a good one? I remember when Texas decided to do
So
that
great.
quarantine. I think we led the nation in to-go booze.
I still remember this one time. There was it was Waterloo Ice House. I think that's just an Austin thing. I think Waterloo Ice House is just Austin. But they had this, if you bought a meal, it was $1. And like a good size, probably like at least a 12-ounce, 16-ounce dollar margarita. Well, Chris went to go pick up food for us, and he knows how much I like margaritas. He came back with 6. And I go, what are you doing? He goes, I didn't know how many you'd want. And I was like, it's not 6. That's too many. We ended up, it was the greatest. We ended up taking them door to door to our neighbors of like, would you like a margarita?
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart man though, because on the off chance he just got you 1, you could have been mad because you wanted 2.
Right. So I love that he was like, she's going to want more than 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get 6.
I could just get 6. So Steve is like that too with everything. Like I sent him to the store just on his way home. I'm like, can you pick up 1 loaf of French bread? I made like a stew. Actually, it was for St. Patrick's Day. I made an Irish stew. And Adelaide, no matter what it is, she loves to soak soup and stuff and like the juice and the broth up in bread. So I said, can you please? So what does he do? He comes home with 1 skinny loaf of French bread, which is what I wanted, and then another second giant, huge loaf of French bread, just in case. I'm like, we didn't need 2. I don't need 2.
You're like, now I have to make more soup.
I know, he always overbuys. I'm like, it's gonna go stale. We're not gonna eat it anyway. But
or just a whole loaf of bread. I'm just gonna eat a whole loaf.
Yeah, a whole loaf. Well, you know what I am. What's happening right now in my brain? It is into March. I leave in a couple days. I have Jamaica brain. It's my annual Jamaica trip.
I will be there one year. 1 year I will go with you. I'll come with y'all. It's so glamorous every time.
It is so fabulous. So let me tell our listeners how it started. We discovered it on our honeymoon. It's a little boutique style resort. It's owned by the Issa family. It's not a super club. They have 4 properties in Jamaica. Well, actually, they have 5, but the couple's brand, they have 2 in Negril, 2 in Ocho Rios. They've not bought out. They're very small, but everything is included. You're not allowed to tip. And you can go diving, which Steve's a diver, and that's included, which is huge.
Amazing.
Big deal. But we found it by accident on our honeymoon. We just went back every year. And, you know, I always thought I'd never be the person to go to the same place all the time. But this is like, it's adults, couples only. It is our...
like your second home.
It is. And it's like our, you know, our yearly recharge. But, so, you know, remember, we were married 10 years before we had Adelaide. So we went 10 times before we had her. Then I went pregnant. And then the next year, because we usually try to go in April, not always. Sometimes we've gone all throughout the year. But the next year after I had her, she was only like 6 months old. And I was like, oh, you know, I was still trying to figure out nursing and pumping and all the stuff. I was like, I don't know if we should go. And Steve was like, no, we're going, because if we skip 1 year, then it's going to be easier to skip the next year and the next year and the next year.
There's going to be a reason.
Yeah. And so my parents came down. I pumped every day while I was on vacation in Jamaica, pumped and dumped. And here we are 24 trips later. So we...
Oh my God.
...in a few days. It's the best. It's the best.
You always stay in the exact same room?
No. So we get different. It just depends. We always book though. So it's crazy cheap, you guys. This is an all-inclusive. It includes all your meals, and they win awards for their food. It's not just like...
I was going to say, it's not like hot dogs and hamburgers.
Right. And it's not like gross, like buffet, generic stuff. They have 5 restaurants. Several are like 5-course. Then they do have a buffet. Then they have a grill with like burgers and fries. They have a veggie grill with like super healthy stuff. We always book in February for the following year. So I've already booked for 2027.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
To lock in the price. So for an oceanfront room, it was $3,000 total.
For the whole week?
For 8 days. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, for both of us, total. Now we
Well,
still have to
those are
buy our
good.
flights. You could do a package, but I'm a flight snob, so I like to do my flights on my own. But yeah, so I encourage everyone, and I say this all the time, like, if you have the resources to have someone watch your kids, because not everyone has that luxury, especially for a week, especially for an overnight. Like, we were always so blessed that my parents would fly down and watch Adelaide. Um, but if you have that, then there's no excuse not to go. Oh, I know a lot of moms are like, "Oh, but the kids, like, they'll miss me." No, they won't. I promise you.
So here is full disclosure. I ever since so I'm an airline brat. My parents were airline people, so like travel is not foreign to me.
Right.
Ever since I had kids, I would get, and I don't know why it took me so long to realize this. I would get so nervous leaving them of like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Something's gonna happen. This is not, I shouldn't leave. I shouldn't leave. To the point that I would debate canceling the trip
Oh, yeah.
because I'd be so stressed. I'm not kidding when I say I went through that now. Yeah, Rue would have been 10. It
Mhm.
was till Rue was 10. I had all three babies that I actually talked to my doctor. And I was like, is there something I can take to help with this? And she's like, yeah, you have high anxiety. And I was like, oh, that's what that is? She's like, yeah. She's like, just take this. It
Yeah.
was like the lowest dosage of Xanax, I think that's
Yeah. Yeah.
um and
Like,
like it just made me be like I still like I missed them and I loved them, but I was like, bye.
yeah. Well, and I bet that is super common for a
No,
lot of
and
moms. I
right,
bet
and I bring that up of like if you get that debilitating
mm,
and like I said, I've always traveled. It's never been an issue.
yeah.
It was debilitating that I didn't want to leave my kids. And then
Postpartum anxiety, new mom
yeah,
anxiety, or just mom anxiety. Yeah. Yeah.
but I've dealt with for 10 years. And then now I won't travel without it. That
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it makes it easier. I enjoy it. And then of course, if I get stressed out, that's when the kids are stressed out. And
Yeah.
then everyone feeds off of that energy. So if I'm not stressed out, it's fine.
Yeah. That's so good. You're right. They totally feed off of it. That's why it's funny now. Adelaide's 12. She'll be 13 this year. And, we travel all the time now. And eh, it's been for the past several years when I get home, sometimes she didn't even come out. She's like, "Oh, mom's home." I'm like, "Dang." I was like, "Did you even miss me?" She was like, "Not really. Like, it's fine?" And then I have to remind myself, I'm like, this is how I raised her. I raised her to be totally fine if I'm gone or if dad's gone or like to be,
Like, she's good.
but now I'm like, "Oh, but I really want her to miss me so much." Yeah, no, she's like, "Oh,
I
you were
will
gone?"
say, so I have to laugh about this. You and Adelaide's trip to London recently,
Mhm.
you I think you posted about this or you wrote in a message about this, I forget. But you let Adelaide do the
Navigate.
train,
Yeah,
navigate the train
take her.
schedule,
Mhm.
so that she could kind of get used to like
Mhm.
her own bearings.
Mhm.
And I was thinking about that, and Rue and I had gone on this like 2 mile walk. My we were with my dad. He had surgery, and so while we were visiting him, a friend of his wife passed away. So we wanted to walk to get some exercise and get him a sympathy card. So we're walking in a neighborhood she doesn't know, walking to like my dad like wrote on a piece of paper, like here's where you walk to. But it was about a 2.5 mile walk. So it was pretty far from my dad's house. And my dad's in a new house. So
Not even like familiar. Yeah.
right, it's not super familiar.
Right.
So we walked there, dropped off the sympathy card in the mailbox, and I told Rue, I go, all right, take us home. And she goes, what? And, and I was like, you can do it. Think about what did you see on the way here? And let's go home.
Yeah.
And she's like, I have no idea how to get home. And I was like, I know, but I do. So let's just figure it out, but you're in charge.
Yeah.
I will say she only took one wrong turn that all of a sudden she's like, are we on a golf course? What on?
I love it though. It really helps build their confidence
It did.
in the world. Yeah. The minute Adelaide was old enough, because you see a lot of parents like dragging their kids to the airport or kids on their phones or whatever. And from the time she was old enough to understand what was happening, I would have her take us to the check-in counter, check our bags. I want her to know how to interact with people, how to, do what you need to do. And also for safety's sake, because we do travel internationally a lot, or we travel domestically too. A lot of times it's just her and I, two girls, which sadly, we have to think about safety that men don't. But, I want her to be like, head up, be aware of your surroundings. Don't be on your phone. Like when we're in London or we're walking the streets of a city, she's never allowed on her phone. I'm like, because then you're a target if they, not. So anyway, and it's just a good way to do that when mom and dad are there. So then they learn all those skills with a safety net. So.
Yeah, I laughed because then later that week, that same week we were in Dallas, we went to the Galleria, which we have malls in Austin, but we have like an outdoor shopping area.
Yeah.
We go for like stores like that. We don't have like a mall close by. I think the closest one's pretty south. But Rue was obsessed with the mall. We went like ice skating at the mall. They all thought it was the greatest thing. That chick navigated herself around a mall with no problem.
She's like, I got this.
I was like, I think it's over here. She's like, Mom, we're on the second floor. We need to be on the first floor. The floor is on the fourth floor. And I was like, dang.
You're like, what? Dang, girl.
Well, that navigation lesson kicked in real fast at the mall.
Well, the other thing I realized we had to do that I hadn't really talked about, we have lots of like safety rule things, like if this happens, what do you do? The one thing that dawned on me this time that we had to have a conversation with, because we were taking the train and the tube to multiple places. We didn't stay in the city. I was like, what's the plan if you get on the train and I don't?
Right.
Because sometimes those doors, like, what happens? What do you do? So I was like, oh, that's really good for parents. If you ever in that situation, make sure your kids know.
With young ones, too.
Yeah. What do I do? I'm like, who do I talk to? Where do I go? Do I stay? Do I get off at the next stop? If I get off at the next stop, where am I going? Like,
right.
So anyway.
And that's just like, you just decide. There's not a right or wrong answer to that question.
Right. Yeah, there's not.
Decide it as a family.
You just have to decide.
You stay on or
exactly
next stop and I'll come get you or, whatever. But yeah, those doors shut fast.
Yeah, they do.
They don't pop back open like an elevator door.
They don't.
You will get squished.
You will get stuck.
Have a fun time now with your half body in the subway terminal.
Yeah.
So, all right. Speaking of traveling, well, my brain is going traveling. It's going planning. I am so behind. It is end of March, and I don't have all the summer stuff. Like I just signed my kids up for like vacation Bible school.
Oh man,
I have so many friends that are like, "Oh, our summer's all planned out." I'm like,
no, yeah, because most of the camps get full at like by February. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
And it's so expensive.
It's so expensive. And that was not a thing when we were kids. I mean, once I got into like junior high, every summer I would go to like basketball camp, or like the school would have like their own little camps or condition, but it wasn't we just didn't have summer camps. And maybe that's because there were more parents that were stay-at-home parents back in the 80s and we could all.
Our rule growing up, which, in Texas, which even now, I don't live with a pool now, but like in Texas, I don't understand how people survive without a pool. But literally, I was a different color back then because we would wake up in your swimsuit and go outside
all day.
Come inside for lunch, and then you go back outside. Yeah. And my sister and I played in the pool all day long. That is all we did all summer long. And it was great. Yeah. I thought it was awesome. But I still, oh my gosh, I still petitioned Chris that our backyard is on like a slope. Mm-hmm. So we can't even do like, like one of those.
Like a plunge pool?
Yeah, like an Amazon pool or on a weird slope. So you got to like dig in to flatten it out. And I like Chris, I'm like, I could do it. I could dig into it. And he's like, no, you can't. Please do not dig into our yard. And I was like, no, I can do it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so bad.
Well, my friend Ashley tells me all the time, because here in Houston, we have Splash Town, which is a huge water park. It's owned now by Six Flags. But back in the day, it's not even Splash Town anymore. It's like Six Flags something. But it used to be Splash Town.
We had Six Flags in Arlington. We did that. Right.
Well, anyway, she's like, listen, growing up back in like the 80s and 90s, my mom would drop us off there in the morning as kids, and we'd stay
Yeah.
out with no adults all day, and then they'd pick us up later.
Yeah, you always had that one friend that had like a season pass.
Yeah.
They got like
Yeah.
special armbands or something, and you were like,
I wouldn't even drop Adelaide off to watch a movie nowadays with her and a friend. Like, are you? So, yeah, but you got to get on the summer camp. So, we have run the gamut over the past several years. One, we do have flexibility that I work from home, but I don't want her here like bed slothing all
Yeah.
summer long.
it'll happen.
No, and she's an only child, so she does get bored. So when we first got back from the RV trip, I was like, man, every week was a camp, art camp, rock climbing camp, wildlife camp, horse camp, theater camp.
Time to make some friends again.
Oh, yeah, all kinds of camps. But this year, and last year I did it too. We only did a couple camps, and then I did let her have like a good 1980s summer where she just played in the pool, had some friends over, or, vegged out in her bed all summer, slept in. But this year she's doing a couple of shows.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that
keeps her very busy.
It does. And she's doing 2 that are back to back. So the first 6 weeks of summer, she's at the theater from 9 to 5.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
A full day's work.
Full day. But mom's going to get a lot of stuff done.
Oh,
mom's going to have a very productive, because I'll drop her off and then I'll have Steve pick her up when he gets off work.
I will say, so the way we do our summer, excuse me, because, I work up at the school, I'm in charge of like textbooks ordering.
Yeah.
Very fancy job. And, but so it all has to come in and be ready for, all the kids' first day of school. But so the way I organize it is in June, so our school gets out like end of May. But in June, I load up the kids with camps, and Raleigh just sticks in daycare. And then I work all of June, and then we take July off. And July is like 1980 summer that we like. I call it the great pool hunt that we for friends with pools.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Well, and we don't travel in the summer. Adelaide does a 1-week sleepaway camp here in Texas that she loves. But we always take like our family trip in September. So we've never like been a summer vacation family.
No. We do a family trip. Like it's always sometimes we went to the beach last year, but this year I think it's just a house. Because Chris's family is so big. There's so many freaking, it's like he's got 3 siblings and everybody had 3 kids and like there's 20 plus people. But getting that many people together, and we just rent out a big house for like days over the summer, and it's great.
That's fun. I wish we had big family like that. Growing up, my best memories are every year we went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
I love Myrtle Beach.
Everyone in Southern Ohio, that's where you went on vacation, because every year I would always see people that I knew on the beach from my school. But my grandparents would go, my parents would go, and it was always so fun. So I do wish we had like a big family trip that we always took. Oh, speaking of people, this is so random that you see on vacation. Get this, when we were in London, we stayed an hour south of the city. We went in on a Thursday night. Well, we went in on Thursday to catch a matinee because, theater kid. We saw tons of shows.
I love theater in London. I saw Rent in London. It was
so good. On Thursday night, we're seeing a show in the West End, and I go to the bathroom, and I see a mom from theater. I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, what are her daughter were also there. And then at the airport at Heathrow, on the way home, we saw a kid in Adelaide's class. We were in the United Club, and his mom walked by, and I was like, Lauren? She was like, 80?
Oh, that's fun.
Isn't that crazy? What are the odds? But then I realized kids are weird because Adelaide and him didn't speak. He goes and sits, and I was like, oh, you don't want to go say hi to Will or take a photo? What are the odds? You guys,
you're like, what's the odds in a different country?
Yeah, you're in Heathrow Airport. She's like, no, mommy, when you see your classmates out in public, you don't talk to them. I'm like, what? Okay. Kids are weird.
Rue has this one, she has this one friend that he left, and they were just really good friends. They were, not lovey-dovey friends or anything, but but just really good, fun, good match for each other friends. And he left our school to go back to I think he's homeschooled. But so she's a pen pal. They're pen pals with each other. And he happened to be up at the school, like with his mom dropping something off or something. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I bet Rue would love to see you. I was like, do you want me to call her down? I'll call her down. She can come see you. And he's like, oh, okay. I called her down thinking like, oh, she's going to be so excited. It was the most awkward. Like they just stared at each other from a
Yeah.
distance. And I was
Yeah.
like, do you want to give him like a high five or something? She's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, yes. And I was like, aren't y'all pen pals? Like you guys talk all the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, like could not have been more awkward that the mom and I were like, well, that was a winner.
Yeah, when I told Adelaide, I was like, I'm glad I didn't ask you and him to like take a photo. She was like, oh my gosh, that would have been awful. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, it is what it is.
Whereas like now at our stage of life, we're taking a million pictures and all that things. You know what I saw this quote the other day? I am obsessed with it now, and I just keep thinking about it over and over and over again when I say this stage of life. It said, the point is not to be 40 and look like we're in our 20s. The point is to be in our 40s and show people in their 20s that this is worth waiting for.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I love that.
Dude, that's a good one.
I love that of just like showing people like, this is how awesome.
Yeah. Well, speaking of stuff that's worth waiting for, I have a question. So you're from Texas. You're a Texan.
Uh-huh.
Do you eat crawfish?
No, because of gut health issues.
Oh, no shellfish?
I'm not going to anything spicy. You kidding?
Oh, spicy.
Kill me.
That's right. That's right. Well, does your family so?
No, because I will say,
I guess it's more of a Louisiana thing, maybe.
Well, no, it's a Texas thing too. My parents are from Michigan.
Yeah.
And so we did a lot more northern stuff anyway. I will say growing up, I never went to a crawfish broil. When I went to college, undergrad, it was like from undergrad on, it's been the talk that everyone talks about, like, oh, it's crawfish season, it's crawfish season.
Oh, yeah.
Season.
Well, it's crawfish season. And so I don't know. Like, I love all seafood, shellfish. I love it all. But I can't get into crawfish. It's way too much work.
It's so much work.
It's more of a social thing. Like
it's a big vat of food.
Well, what's funny?
Like a trough. It's a trough of food.
So I went out a couple weekends ago with some friends. Steve was out of town. Adelaide and I went. We met him for crawfish. I get like a half a pound or a pound, and like I can barely. That's enough for me.
If you're listening and you are not knowing what we're talking about, a crawfish broil, like everyone gets together, you hang out outside. It's crawfish, potatoes,
sausage, corn,
and spice, and like tons of spices, and you literally get like an 8-foot tables, and throw it all on the table.
Yes,
and everyone just
kind of go to town. Yeah. Well, and what's funny is, so I grew up in Ohio, like right next to Michigan.
Yeah.
And we called them, we didn't eat them. They were in our creeks. We called them crawdads. So I remember when we first moved down here, I was like, crawdad? Those are crawdads. Why are we eating crawdads? But
you're like, why would you want to eat a bottom feeder?
It's like, I don't get it. We have those like in the creek everywhere. And I'm sure maybe they're a different variety or something, but they sure do look the same. But it's crawfish season, so.
I just remember I was trying to try new things, and once I got my gut healthy, and I could, like, I'm telling you, when I was not eating food, it was like no food. Like, I remember getting my gut healthy and having an enchilada for the first time, and I was like, what the hell is this? It's so good. And everyone's like, it's an enchilada. I was like, I've never had that. It looks different. It looks weird.
Yeah.
I'm not try it.
Can't risk it.
Right. Can't risk it. Don't want to get sick.
Right.
The first time Chris and I went to a crawfish broil when I was feeling better, he was like, hey, are you going to try it? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And I was like, I'll be ready. I'm ready. I've got my,
got all my stuff.
And I go, okay, what do I do? And I'm all excited. We go to the table and he's like, all right, so here, you go take the crawfish, you take the shell out, pull this back, You scoop the poop out. And I was like, I don't know. No.
You're like, no.
And he
Yeah,
was
you
like, why not? And I was like, I am not de-pooping anything and then eating it.
I mean,
No.
I guess you don't have to. You can just not de-poop and eat it. That's even worse. But you're right. You got to pop the butts off. Now, one thing I don't do. So we went out a couple weekends ago, and it's a technique. You have to be taught how to pop the tail off, pull the poop out in one piece, get the meat out. It's a process. One thing I won't do, and there's a lot, like there aren't many foods I won't eat, but I will not suck the heads of those things.
No.
Oh, yeah. If it's a really good boil, people suck the heads to get all the juice out. I'm like, no, that's where I draw the line.
People suck it on a bone. Like a dog.
Yeah. No.
No, I will always attend an invitation to a crawfish broil because they are tons of fun, but I go there for cocktails.
That's right. Not for crawfish.
Cocktails and socialization. I will be having like a burger on the way out.
Yeah.
On my way home.
Totally get it. Oh my goodness.
Well, you're so excited. Are you ready for Jamaica? Are you all packed? You ready to go?
No. What?
Next week or a couple weeks?
I leave in a couple days. So, well, a couple days from when this airs. This will air the last day, so then we leave.
Yeah.
Well, we've gone every year. We have such a, I know exactly what I'm packing. Like and I think that's one reason we love the vacation. I don't have to think about it.
Right.
Like I don't have, it's so we get there, we know our routine, we even know the staff. I mean, listen, if there's one thing about this place, it's the staff. The second year we went back, we'd only been once before. The chef who runs the omelet station remembered by seeing Steve in line how I like my eggs.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, your lady wants 3 fried egg whites. Steve was like, yeah. Like, how'd you remember that? So anyway, but this year, I don't know why, we made a bonehead move. We had to change our dates for some reason, and we're going Wednesday to Wednesday. I don't think we actually looked at the calendar because Wednesday to Wednesday.
Hey, what are days?
Yeah, it's so dumb. And the people who have like office jobs, because we always go with friends, they have to take 6 days off instead of 5 if you go Saturday to Saturday, because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
So dumb. And United does not have a direct flight on Wednesday in April.
Oh.
So, I'm a United snob. So I'm cheating on them.
Oh.
And I'm flying American.
Oh my gosh.
Only because.
Can't wait to hear these reviews.
Well, if you're familiar with Jamaica, you fly into Montego Bay. That's the big airport. All the resorts, though, because I'd never stay in Montego. It's little. It's very populated. To get to Negril Ocherios, you got to take a bus. It's like an 1.5 to 2-hour bus ride. No big deal. We've done it every year. Sometimes we splurge and do like the little puddle jumper. However, we're staying at Ocherios this year, and American is the only airline that flies directly into Ocherios. They have a teeny airport. But you have to, it's one
That's going to be a teeny tiny plane.
Well, which is fine because it's one flight a day from Miami. So we go Houston to Miami.
Not bad.
I have zero confidence, though, and I never carry on. If you guys have ever listened to any of our travel episodes, I never carry on. I hate it. I like to be hands-free on the plane.
Right.
Half the time, I can't even reach it anyway. But I have zero confidence that American will actually get my bag from the Houston plane onto the Miami plane. And because it's only once a day, if they missed it, I wouldn't get it until the next day. So
yeah.
Multiple.
But you know the place, so maybe you're well versed with their little gift shop.
Well, I'm carrying on.
Oh, you are going to carry on?
I'm going to carry on. Yep. I used to carry on for 10 days. We used to go for 10 days before we had Adelaide. I used to be able to carry on for 10 days before there were even sunscreen restrictions. Like I would.
Wow.
Because really, I pack a dress for every day at dinner, and then a bathing suit, and then one pair of clothes to like walk in. I still like to walk in the morning. That's it. That's it. I don't pack anything extra. But my husband, bless his heart, he loves copper tone spray sunscreen in the blue bottle. Like he's
so specific.
Very specific. Copper tone sport, blue spray sunscreen. I hate it. It's awful. Well, they don't make it in travel size. They don't sell that brand at the gift shop. So we are Amazoning it to our dear friends who are meeting us there because they're checking a bag.
I love it. I love it.
Babe, really, babe? Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I need my sunscreen. I know it works. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
All right. Well, that's a good coffee talk for us.
that is a good coffee talk.
I feel like we covered some good bases.
We have. And we've got some great episodes coming up too. I'm really excited about.
We do. We do. We've got some really good stuff coming up. Good, lot of good interviews.
Yes, lots of good interviews. So
yeah,
listeners will have to go check that out or go back in case you missed some. I love the one last week. Was it last week with Amy Morton, the trainer?
yes.
Yeah.
I have been doing so good about, and I've been telling so many people about it, about just being consistent.
Mhm.
Like I told you, I looked up an old Denise Austin 30-minute workout this morning.
Yeah.
Gonna do that in the morning.
Yeah. And like you said, you and Rue walked to that neighbor's instead of
We did.
See?
We did. I walked to drop off some hand-me-down clothes today to another little boy in the neighborhood that Raleigh outgrew some clothes. And I was like, I'm going to walk. It was only a mile, but I was like, I'm just going to do it.
Love it. See?
Easy.
All right. So to all of our listeners, go check that episode out if you missed it and be excited for what's to come.
And remember, it helps us out the most if you like and comment on our episodes, and go check out bronzemedalmoms.com. It is our brand new site. It is fully stocked with merch. All the episodes are there. Stuff about Amy and I. It's great. You'll love it.
Yes, definitely go check out our new website. We're really excited about it. And you can join our community that we're building beyond just the podcast for other Bronze Medal moms. See you next time, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening to our moms on Bronze Medal Moms. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon.
Hair up high, coffee in my hand, baby on my hip, still making a stand. Oh yeah. Burnt toast breakfast, cartoons way too loud, mascara smudge, but I'm still proud. Carpool chaos, homework on the floor, I'm tying tiny shoes like I'm heading on tour. Sometimes I'm raging in the minivan line, sometimes I'm crying in the bathroom fine, but I lace up my heart like leather and chrome. Every crazy day I bring it home. I'm momming like a rock star, doing dishes like a dive bar. Yeah, the crowd is three, but they scream for me. Whoa. I'm momming like a rock star, perfect mess in a big heart. Give it all I've got, even when I'm falling apart. I'm momming like a rock star. Laundry mountain staring me down, glitter in my hair like a rhinestone crown. Science fair meltdown, costumes all wrong, so we hide.